A very good morning, class 12. This is your subject physical education, and we are going to continue with chapter number 9. Name of the chapter is psychology and sports. Today we are going to start with lecture number 6. So in this lecture we are going to talk about the different strategies which are going to help you in enhancing the adherence to exercise. So we are going to talk about the strategies today. Okay. These are the strategies basically used to enhance so that you can stick to that particular regime of your workout for a longer period of time. This is the strategy, these are the strategies which are going to help you in doing the workout sessions for a longer period of time and sticking towards your strategy regime. Right. So the very first strategy which we are going to talk about is our simple exercises in the beginning. See, it is very important to exercise when you start a workout. It is very important to exercise the very simple and very basic physical activities in the starting, because if we in the start only, if we are going to do something which is very difficult, which will make us way too fatigued, tired, frustrated and irritated, because we will not be able to perform that exercise in a proper way. So what we are going to lose that interest in performing exercises, right? So the first point is simple exercises in the beginning. Okay. Okay. So see, as I said that if you are going to exercise, you will start with the simple exercises. You are going to have interest in it because you will be able to perform that exercise for a longer period of time. Second, that you are not going to feel tired because it is simple and it will be easier for you to perform. See, for example, I tell you that if today you think of learning volleyball, right? So the very first day the coach or the teacher will ask you that you have to go and do 1 hour of warm-up, and then you need to do all these difficult exercises, and then only you will get a ball, and then only you are going to play. What will happen that if you are going to do it, then you will have that that decrease in the interest towards that game, in playing that game, because you will not be able to perform something which is very difficult. So third point can be you will get irritated, right? One person can get irritated also if one is not able to perform things continuously. So if, like for example, if you don't know how to do the service and the very first day I asked you that you have to do the service only and this is the way you need to do it, and I'll keep on like scolding you if you're not doing the right thing, what will happen? You will feel irritated, you will feel that demotivated in performing that exercise. That is why simple exercises in the beginning are to be done, so that there will be interest in it. You will not feel tired, you will not feel irritated, and you will be involved in that particular exercise. As we said that whenever you start exercise, it should go from simple to complex, anything. Okay, the next point which is going to help you in enhancing your exercise adherence is exercise in the morning. See, when we say that exercises in the morning, that means that whenever we get up in the morning, we still feel fresh enough because we have completed our sleep early morning and we feel very fresh. We are not exhausted by doing the whole day workout, right? So exercise in the morning. And see, if you just start it early in the morning, you will be like fresh. You'll have that energy to perform different things. You'll have that strength to perform different things, right? But if you do it in the evening, though I'm not saying that doing it in the evening is going to will have a bad effect or something, no. But yes, if you are going to in the beginning itself, when you start doing the exercises, then what will happen is that you are going to in the evening you are going to feel tired because you do the whole day work, right? And you also don't feel fresh enough in doing that particular activity. Okay, so that is why when you just start doing any of the exercise, it is important for you to start it early in the morning so that you feel fresh and you feel more energetic and more of strength. So the next point is, so the point number 3 is concentrate only on yourself. See, it is very important to concentrate on yourself only. Why? Because see, there are few points that two individuals are not same. So you're not same. If someone's body is already a very athletic kind of a body, then, and if your body is like a body type which is thin or which is very fat, then if you are going to concentrate on their improvement and on their, you know, the workout and everything, then you might get very demotivated. So it is very important to concentrate on what kind of a body you have and when you have started and how you have started. So just put all that focus and concentration on your own achievements, on your own changes which you are making. So two people are not same, so that is why it will be of no use that you are comparing yourself with someone else or looking to somebody else's report, the improvement and everything, right? Next point is that sometimes what happens, we get very demotivated, right? We get very demotivated. I might be exercising every day for 2 hours and some other girl also exercising the same way for 2 hours or 1 hour only, and if our body type is different, then what will happen? If I can see the improvement in her, then I feel, oh, I am also doing the same thing, but why am I not changing? What is the reason behind it? So you might feel like, you know, kind of demotivated in doing things. So just keep a focus and like concentrate on your own improvement, your own evaluations, yourself basically. Next point is your setting appropriate goals. It is very important to set appropriate goals which are achievable by you, right? So set appropriate See, it is very important to set appropriate goals. Why? Because see, goals must be achievable, which is a very important thing. It should be according to what I think. Like if today I am 60 kgs, for example, right? And I just can't say that in a month I will turn into 40 kg or something. It is not at all achievable. If it is achievable also, then you will think that there will be a lot of changes in your body and which are going to harm your body in different ways. They will have a negative effect on your body. It might harm your functioning, it might harm the organs of the body, it might even harm your immunity system or different systems in the body. So it is just not possible, or it is not good for me. So that is why achievable goals should be there. Then you need to set them according to the time period you are having. As I said, I can't just reduce 20 kg in 10 days, 15 days, 30 days. If I want to reduce weight or gain weight, or if I have to increase my body mass, the muscles, the size of the body, or I have to tone up the body, then I need to, it should be an achievable goal and it should be in an achievable timing also, which is important. Okay. So setting appropriate goals, the goals which can be achieved. Now if today I am saying another example from Games and Sports, that if today I have started going to some coaching center, I want to play volleyball. I just can't say that within 10 days I will be someone who is like, I have mastered in volleyball. No, it is not something which is possible enough. Even if you are, you are exhausting yourself in doing 10 hours of workout, but still. So you need to have that time. It might take months to learn volleyball if you really wanted to be a master in it, if you need to perfect in each and every skill which is there, obviously it is going to take time. That's why you need to set goals which are appropriate, which are achievable, which can be achieved by you, right? So this is one of the strategy. Just going to enhance. The next strategy is, the fifth strategy is take support of others. Okay, see, it is important to take people's support. It might be a family, friend, anyone. And what kind of support? I'm not talking about the support that if you're going somewhere for gymming, or if you're going to do physical activity, then you're taking somebody's support in doing those things. No. It is a kind of support where you get that kind of motivation from other people. That if, like for example, I'll tell you that I am going, like there are 2-3 friends, A, B and C, and they have decided to go all together to track and field, right? Okay. So now they will have their each other's support, and they will talk, okay, I am going, you also come, this is the time we will be going together and all that thing, right? But if there will be only just you, and sometimes you might not be interested, sometimes you will feel tired, you will feel, oh no, I don't feel like going today, and there is no one else, there is no other person who can actually motivate you. So it is important that you take people's support, where you support each other in doing different physical activities, where you support, motivate, encourage others also. If one feels demotivated and when someone actually needs your encouragement, then there will be different people who can actually encourage and support you for that. So it is very important to take support of others, so that we can actually have enhancement for a longer period of time, right? Okay. So point number 6 is thank yourself. See, whatever you are doing in life, I'm not just talking about the games and sports, but whatever you are doing in life, in your studies or anything, you need to thank yourself for whatever you have done to yourself, right? If you have just achieved a district, if you have just participated in a district game, if you have just participated in state games, or if you have just participated in school games, it is very important to thank yourself. That yes, whatever I have done today, I thank myself for doing that particular thing, and this is how you can motivate yourself. That would be an intrinsic motivation kind of a thing, that you keep on thanking yourself, that if today I look good, my appearance is good, because I'm performing on an everyday basis, I'm performing physical activities, then I am going to thank myself, right? Okay. The next point is, so the next point is select interesting exercises. See, things should be interesting. If things are very monotonous and boring, then one will not have that interest also, and one will feel bored, and it will be more of like a very monotonous thing, and they will be like demotivated, will not be that much encouraged of doing it. Oh, I'm doing it on an everyday basis. There is no fun in doing particular exercises. Like if today I have if for whole 30 days, 40 days, if you have a same kind of a schedule, every day you need to do this exercise only. For 5 minutes you have to run, then for 5 minutes you have to do bicep curls, and then it's several different things, but it is all same on all the days. And what will happen? It is just not interesting, right? So you need to keep on changing. You need to have interesting, which makes you interesting. That particular exercise to be very interesting. Now, what you can use is, you can use modifications. That, for example, if today I have done forward lunges, then next day I will do backward lunges, and then next day I will do sideward lunges. So you are actually performing the same exercise, but you are like making it more interesting. You can also make it interesting by doing it into different play fields. Right? So interesting things which are there, which are different, you can say. Things which are different kind of exercises to be performed, which makes things much more interesting, right? So in that way also you are going to have that adherence to exercises, because it will obviously continuously will keep you into it for a longer period of time, as it is interesting. Next point is be punctual. See, being punctual is important. Why, I'll tell you. It's not that it is like 8 a.m. and you need to go there. No, it's not like that. Being punctual means if on Monday I have done something, then I need to do it on Tuesday also, and then on Wednesday, and then on Thursday, and then on Friday. Continuously, on every day basis. So you need to be punctual doing that. If I missed something early in the morning that day, do it in the evening. But do it, be punctual, be doing it, right? You can even make timetable for yourself, so there is no problem in being punctual. So you can make timetables. You can make timetables. You can have a follow-up so that you should know what all things you have done or what all things you need to do. So it is very important on being punctual on that particular thing, right? Okay. Next point is make a schedule. As I said, make a timetable, make a schedule for yourself so that you can be punctual towards that thing. You will understand what all things you have done, you have not done. If there is any change, you will be flexible towards it. So scheduling is very important, right? And scheduling will also help you in like having your own data of every day. It will be easier for you to evaluate because you know how much time you have exactly given to that particular thing. So making a schedule is something very important to be done. Next point is be aware about your progress. Okay, so it is very important to be aware about your progress. What all progress you have done. If you have improved something, how much you have improved. At what level you were before, and it means it should be like a before and a after. On this particular day or on in the month of June, I used to run 10 rounds of 200-meter track in 30 minutes, for example. Now it's July, right? And now I can do that 30 in 25 or 20 minutes, for example. So you need to know the progress. It is very important. If you know your progress, if you know that you are improving, then you are going to continue with that particular thing. You will feel happy that you have progressed, you have some kind of improvement. If you will be all blank, you don't know what is all happening, you don't know about your evaluation, you don't know about your progress, then again the same thing. See, anything which gives you that motivation of doing that thing, that is the exact strategy of doing that particular thing. So if progress is there, improvement is there, then you should know about it. And even if the progress is not there, then also you should know so that you can improve, can change the plans which you are actually having. Next point, this next strategy is variety of exercise. So a variety of exercise is also important. Different variety of exercise is to be done. Again, as I said, it should not be very monotonous and boring. Like today, if we have done speed workout, then after some time we can also do strength workout, we can do endurance workout, flexibility workout. So variety of exercise to be there. Now, if I am saying that for increasing endurance, you can just perform running. But it's not like that. If I have to enhance my endurance, then I can also perform different gym exercises, right? What will I do? I will increase the number of repetitions and the gap will be less. So more repetitions and less recovery period in between. This is how also I can enhance my strength as well as my endurance of doing particular exercise for a period of time, right? So this is how you can have different a variety of exercises and variety of exercise programs to be there, and you can also have variety of playgrounds where you are going to perform it. So this is the end for the strategies. Okay. moving towards the homework for this lecture. Question number 1 is that explain how being punctual will enhance exercise adherence. Explain how being punctual will enhance exercise adherence. Okay. Question number 2 is explain goal setting strategy. Explain goal setting strategy. These are the 2 questions which you need to do for this lecture, lecture number 6. We are going to discuss the answers for the homework which was given in your lecture number 5. Okay. So the questions which was given in your lecture number 5 was explain the benefits of exercise adherence. So any 3 were there. So answer. Okay. So the answer is that it helps you in reducing stress. 1 point. So it helps you in reducing the amount of stress which you have, as it diverts your mind, right? And it also makes you feel better. It also secretes those chemicals which help you feeling happy, right? So it also reduces that kind of stress which you have. Next point, it delays fatigue. How it delays fatigue? That there will be more amount of blood flow because you are exercising on a daily basis, more amount of oxygen. So there will be a delay in the fatigue as you are going to get a good amount of oxygen, and there will be good energy production. Okay. The next is it have this feeling of great overall. Just rub it. Feeling great overall. Okay. So now, as I said, that you are going to have a good physicality, so you will physically fit, you will be mentally strong, you will have good health. So obviously you are going to feel overall great. This is the end of your lecture. Thank you.